if we carry on playing the same way that we are playing, we are gonna get piped against Liverpool. That's a fact. Because all we've been doing, we've been getting away with games. We got away with Leicester.
You can't get away with 10 games.
There's no way. And we played nobody. We played nobody.
You cannot get away with 10 games.
Who we played?
Premier League
football
teams.
We got smoked at Brighton.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Yes, people, another edition of Knightz and the Roundtable Discussions where we discuss all sports all the time. Got my guy, The Truth, with me. How are you doing, sir?
Rough, man. Yeah, my voice work's been long. Man, just been waking up.
Working you like a donkey.
Telling you, man. Putting in them slave hours these times.
I saw you, bro, send that message at like 4 a.m, bro. I was like, you're back to your nocturnal nonsense.
That's just me just conking out and waking up early. Like, yeah, that's not even me just staying up. That's actually me conking out and waking up early.
Oh, I don't envy you.
And the weather's made my clock just go haywire.
Oh, because it's dark when you wake up and dark when you get everything's just dark, bro.
And you know when you work at Wembley Stadium, yeah, because you're inside the building, you don't really get to see outside. So like when you leave, it's just darkness. You're going into work in darkness and then leaving in darkness. You're like, whoa.
This is it, fam. This is why when I have to get up, I'm just like, this is long, bro.
It's so bad, yeah, because it feels like the same day, like it's going on. Like this, it feels like the day hasn't stopped. It's just a continuous flipping perpetual night time that's going on.
Adult life, innit?
I'm just telling you.
Adult life, bro. That's the kids. Any kids watching this here? This is why you don't want to grow up fast.
Fam, I want to go back to uni. I want to go back to uni days.
Oh my days, bro. Man saying he wants to go back to Basel, bro.
Oh man.
Shout out to people that know what that is, bro. Only the rest of the random know what that is, bro. But anyway, people, you don't want to hear us chat shit. That's for the Christmas show, bro. That's for the Christmas show. But yes, Footie Chat is back. We're going to be talking all things football as usual. Your weekly dose of all things going on in the football world. Going to be talking mainly about the big game. Yeah, to see a titled contenders game between Liverpool and Arsenal. That will be the main focus today. And people, as I promised all my West Ham fans, we are getting you in there. We will be talking. The Truth will be forced to talk about West Ham and how
Why are we talking about West Ham for? What have they done? I'm sick of these everywhere I go at work, people flipping saying best team in London. But what's that? Why? You guys are forgetting Chelsea on top of you guys. You guys haven't even won it. Oh, I'm sick of West Ham fans. I'm just gonna go in on them, fam. I don't care.
Fam, they have David Moyes, bro.
I respect Moyes, man. Any guy that's willing to bring it back from where he was deserves respect, man.
Nah, 100%, and obviously, bro, I need a weekend. I need a Footie Chat off, bro. Talking about this guy.
Fam, no. Until your boy is there, you have to keep on backing him. Yeah, so you're gonna keep on talking as long as he's there.
Anyway, people, but so it's a jam-packed show for you, as usual. But as usual, before we start, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up, all that good stuff. As I always say, share. We are here, and don't forget to join our social media pages as well. Links will be in the description. Mr. K may or may not make an appearance. We haven't heard from him. He's gone missing since about 7 o'clock this evening, so he may jump in, he may not. But there's only one place to start. As I said, the massive game of the weekend between Liverpool and Arsenal.
It's
fam. Listen, whoever wins this, right, it lays down a statement of intent that they are going for the league, fam. Right? Only 2 points between Liverpool and Arsenal. Liverpool in 4th, Arsenal in 5th. Liverpool coming off a loss and a draw So drawing at home to Brighton, a loss to West Ham. So you would say it is the perfect time for Arsenal to take on the mighty Liverpool. Truth. Arteta is unbeaten in 10 in all in all competitions, if you want to include the cup, right? Last 4 games have been wins. Obviously you lot were looking like you were in a relegation battle. Now you're all of a sudden in a title race. Bro, listen, the last time we had a proper conversation about Arsenal, you were Arteta out, you were saying he needs to go, he doesn't know what he's doing. Now all of a sudden it looks like he is full tilt on showing people that without European football, Arsenal are serious title challengers. So tell us, fam, what is going on? Are we on the Arteta in bandwagon now?
Without trolling, all I'm looking at is that 40-point target. So all I'm looking for, that 40-point target to confirm safety, and then we will go from there.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
We are halfway there. That's the only thing that we've done. Let's be real. Who have we played in this 10-game streak? Who have we played?
I actually don't know.
Exactly.
Tottenham.
We've not played. No, I don't even count. I count Tottenham here as a relegation form side. I said how bad that we were. I knew that we were going to beat Tottenham of all teams. I would be I'd have been less confident facing Leicester. We were lucky.
Ramsdale had a great game.
Lucky.
Ramsdale had a great game.
How could we give away? I think it was at least 4 1-on-1s, and our goalkeeper was the man of the match, producing save after save. Like that, I'm not gonna be like United fans. I'm not talking about you, but you remember a man like Skipper. He let results cloud his judgment of what was going on with United at the time. You know, I'm not one of those fans. I am not looking at results thinking it's a results business. I'm trying to look at performance to see at where we're going. And for me, the performances hasn't really been anything special. We're just playing with a little bit more spirit. We're still going 1-0 up and playing counter-attacking football. You know, we're still letting teams create mounts and mounts of chances. That Leicester game was terrifying. Yeah. I cannot believe Leicester didn't score.
I didn't watch it live because I was at football, but I heard like Ramsdale, bruv, Ramsdale was moving like a prime Peter Schmeichel in that game, bro.
8 saves. I'm not talking about 8 saves where the ball's at him. I'm talking about 8 saves where he's have to pull out stunning save after stunning save. Yes, there was poor finishing, but there was one where the free kick from Maddison was a stupid save. Yeah. And then the follow-up from that, like, I don't know what he did. A few one-on-ones, he made himself big. Credit to him. Yeah, I think everybody was doubting his ability when he joined for 30 million, me included. But I'm happy about, he's an Arsenal fan, which does help. So he's playing for more than just, the money. He's playing for the badge, which I respect. He's got loads of passion. And look, he speaks English. This is one thing Leno just couldn't do. Like, he was just silent Leno. Didn't say nothing, didn't command the back four. Ramsdale is always talking, and it helps. It's that little talking helps. Like, when you see the run and you say left shoulder, it helps, But defensively, to me, is still a concern. Arteta's tactics are still a concern. I'm not letting this fake 10-game unbeaten run get to my head. I don't even want to call this an acid test. I don't even want to call this a big test, because it's like, I know what's going to happen. Yeah, and I'm not even talking about the result. I'm just talking about the performance. We are going to be, I think the last 2 games, we've just been shot shy, defensive, in our own 6-yard box, basically, letting Liverpool have all the ball. When we've seen teams that have gone at them, Brentford, Brighton, West Ham, have huge success. Chelsea, with 10 men, went at them. Huge success, because what are Liverpool's weak at now? Midfield and defense is an issue. But we are going to be the team that's going to sit back and let them dominate us.
I mean, if you had that, people, you wouldn't think Arsenal were in 5th place. You know what I mean? it's a bit doom and gloom there, to be fair. Look, I agree. From some of the performance that I've seen from Arsenal, your goalkeepers had to be called upon a lot. Defensively, you can still see the fragilities there. But I think the surprising thing for me is how negative you lot are in terms of going forward. Like, the chance creation isn't really there.
Yeah, poor.
Abba still hasn't found his feet. I think the only shining lights are the way how Saka and Smith Rowe
That's it.
are playing right now. They're playing they're playing brilliantly, and obviously they transition that form in over the international break for England. But considering where you were, I mean, what was it? The City game, I think that was the last one, isn't it? Yeah. The City was the last one. Considering where you are to where you are now, yes, you can say that the only team that you played is Leicester and obviously the North London derby. But the fact that in a lot of these games, probably last season and seasons gone by against the sort of smaller clubs, right, you would have lost those games. Surely it's a little bit of an improvement that you're coming out with the victories, albeit some of them be smash and grab.
No, not even. Like, in the past, we would have beaten Norwich. In the past, we would have scraped against Burnley. We always beat Tottenham. Arteta surprisingly has a good record against Leicester. I'm not impressed, to be honest. Like, the Watford games, like against Watford and Norwich, where you just expect at least 3-4 goals and it didn't come. It's like,
yeah, Watford game was poor.
Yeah, it's just it's for me, it's poor. We haven't done anything yet. We've been getting by mainly on passion. The editor giving this about the team. I'll give Arteta that. The team is quite together. There's a lot of love going around. But I feel there's something missing in terms of enforcing the way that we want to play on a game. I still want to see us be not dominate the ball like a City or something, but go after teams, not be afraid to attack. And that means send numbers forward. The reason we're not creating chances is because not enough people are getting forward, and that's a tactical issue. Yeah, as I said, I'm not gonna be like some United fans that let the results and the second place and third place finishes cloud the judgment of the performances. Because when shit hit the fans, that's when people start flip-flopping and backtracking and then getting confused and getting more angry because they're like, oh, I thought things were going this way, but then this is the underlying issue. Unlike you, who already knows these problems, it's not a surprise, you know? And it's not a surprise to me if we go and get turned over by Liverpool 3-0, 3-1. It will be a big surprise if we go over, and this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a statement performance, foot on the pedal, front foot football. Yeah, I don't even, the joke is, let us lose 5-1. Let us lose 5-1. I don't mind.
Front foot against Liverpool at Anfield?
What did Brighton do? What did Brentford go do? What did
No, Brentford were at home.
Do? Huh?
Brentford and West Ham were at home.
I know, but that's the
Brighton
strategy.
one. The Brighton one I can understand because Brighton didn't change the way they played and got so Brighton one I can agree with. The other two, because they were at home in Liverpool away, slightly different. We know what Anfield is and the fortress that it is. But yeah, the Brighton one for sure.
But look at it. Okay, fine. Let's say it like this. In the first half, West Ham versus Liverpool, West Ham were getting slaughtered in that first half. Moyes says, second half, what have you got to be afraid of? Go and bully them. Go and play them. Because there's weaknesses in the Liverpool side, and you're not going to find those weaknesses if you're playing pragmatic football. You have to go and seek the weaknesses of your opponent. You cannot be the way. I remember the game that we played, I don't know if it was at Anfield or Emirates last year, where we got destroyed 3-0 without a shot on target. That's because we played sitting back. I'm so sick and tired of pragmatic football, not just for Arsenal, in the whole Premier League. You know, I'm sick of these teams being scared, certain teams being scared of other teams because of what the media says. Or how, yes, they got one of the best players in the world right now in Salah, but the way to stop him from getting the ball is to be on the ball yourself. Like, so I'm not going to be happy until I actually see change in our philosophy and change in our football style. So for me, look, he's done well to get the team back from where it was, but I've always told you our first 11 is competition for the top 4. I think our first 11 is more than competition for the top 4. I'm not saying it can get it, but I'm saying that we could definitely compete with that first 11. Maybe not squad-wise, but and that's where we are right now. We're exactly where I think that we should be with our first 11.
Fair enough. Look, at the end of the day, my pain is worse than yours, but I understand your mentality and the way you're thinking. And I've seen a lot of things on other fan channels getting fans to apologize to Arteta, basically saying that they were wrong to doubt him and blah blah blah. I'm just like, I remember what Ollie did when he first came in and went on that run, and I wasn't one of them. Like, you don't know me already. I was saying get him out from then. Do you know what I mean? But look, it is Liverpool. It is Anfield. Question: when was the last time you lot won at Anfield?
Boy, man's putting me on the spot again, testing my football knowledge. It's been some time. We've got probably the worst record against Anfield out of any other ground, I believe, apart from Old Trafford. Even Old Trafford, I think we've got a better record. We beat them in the League Cup on penalties.
Yeah.
In the Premier League. We have to go back to... Oh, the only time I remember was that dominant performance from Diaby. 2012, 13 or 2011, 12. I can't remember who scored. I know Cazorla scored, but I can't remember the other goal scorer.
Listen, I'll give you top points for that, bruv. How you tell? It was September 2012. Okay. Cazorla did score. The other guy, Podolski.
Flipping now. See, I don't know remember because I totally forgot you played for us. That's a time. That's nearly 10 years ago, fam.
Yeah.
That's nearly 10 years ago that the last time we went to Anfield. Yes, that's not a happy hunting ground for us.
No, 100%. When I saw it, I was like, raw. I was like, it's almost as bad as Old Trafford.
I'll tell you what, the one thing Arteta's been good at though is actually starting to end these bad records. You know, he's turned around the results against Chelsea. He actually beat Liverpool 2 seasons ago. You know, we turned around the result at Old Trafford. Mm-hmm. So one thing he's been good at is actually getting better results against the big six. So, you know, here's hoping that he does another one, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
No, listen, as I said, when I saw that stat, I was like, it's mad because in the last 5 games, this at Anfield, it's been 3-1, 4-0, 5-1, 3-1, 3-1.
Oh, freaking hell! That's
bro. 4 goals scored, 18 conceded in the last 5 at Anfield, bro. Like, I was just like, raw. Like, it's like
average of 3 a game.
Yeah, listen. It's gonna be difficult, but it's difficult for everybody to go away to Anfield. As much as obviously Brighton, let's leave last season out because there was an anomaly because of COVID, but obviously with the fans in the crowd it's a difficult place to go. But I will say this, right? Shit, where did I write it down? I wrote it down somewhere because this is a question I wanted to ask you. Is it the best time to be playing them? Because it's been said, here's the doubts. The doubtful players are Mane, Henderson, Robinson, and Origi. They're doubtful. They may or may not play. And they've already got Firmino, Keita, Gomez, and Curtis Jones all out. Those guys will be playing. So, surely, I think the only doubt you lot have, like in terms of your recently, is Partey. He got injured playing for Ghana.
Partey, did we not leave him out of the game before he went to Ghana? He was out for that game.
Yeah. He got injured playing for Ghana.
Yeah, 5 straight. He's not going to make it.
So
he's not going to make it.
But with only him out, surely this is a very, very good shot, especially if that front 3 of Liverpool then looks like Salah, Jota, and Oxlade-Chamberlain, with a midfield of Fabinho, probably one of the young youths, and Thiago.
Henderson, Thiago.
Well, if Henderson doesn't make it because he's doubtful,
He's that
So when
when
you look at it, surely you must be thinking to yourself, with just Partey out, this has to be a prime chance to go to Anfield and try, not necessarily, but get a result, a positive result with all the doubts and the injuries that Liverpool have got right now.
You know what's funny, and Liverpool fans always take offense to this, but I don't care. People need to understand with Liverpool, and this is facts I'm talking now. Liverpool's players are not as good as Liverpool fans will tell you they are, with the exception of Mo Salah, who's world class. You know, the rest of that team, the rest of those players are not as good. And well, not Van Dijk this season. He's still recovering. Generally Van Dijk, yes, but he's still recovering from
the injury,
long-term injury.
Yeah.
The whole of that Liverpool team isn't as good as Liverpool fans would make you believe, player-wise. But the team as a whole, they cover each other's weaknesses. So as a team, which is probably the correct thing to do in modern football, is amazing. But the one thing, if individually you can match them, you have a chance.
Yep,
and I think individually we can match them. It's just that is our individual play better than their team play? And that's what it's going to come down to. And it's a hard one because for me, there's little people that you could get at. You could get at that whole Liverpool midfield. You could get at obviously your boy Trent all day of the week. You know, you could just keep on hammering him like you're hammering a nail. So you could keep getting at him. You could get at the defense right now because they're struggling. You know, apart from Salah, the rest of them aren't as prolific. You know, so you can get at this Liverpool team. And as you said, with all those players, that's a doubt. With the way they've been playing as well, it might be the best time to play them. Or Klopp may put it into them that there is some doubt and get them, you know, all hyped up. And this is what it always comes down to be honest. Liverpool are such a emotional team and a passion merchants, I call them, because they love playing with passion. And, you know, that's what gets them off the line the majority of the time versus these teams, you know, the Anfield crowd as well. So we're going to have to go some way to silencing that. We have to be brave in playing our football and hope our individuality beats their team play.
Look, I don't know. Like I said, like Jurgen Klopp is my guy, obviously. Yeah. That's what I wanted after Fergie left, and the way how he's got that team drilled. Yeah. Even when they're missing players, they still, I mean, look at what they did last season with their whole team out. It still ended up finishing, what was it, third or fourth, whichever one it was. Do you know what I mean? So playing them, like the way how he's got that team well drilled, it's crazy. But I agree with you completely. If you lot were able to match them with the Smith Rowes, the Sakas, Aubameyang's going to have to be on his A game 100% for this game if you're going to get anything out of it. My concern is your midfield.
Yeah,
if Partey is out, that's massive.
I'll tell you what. Surprisingly, I'm not that concerned about midfield, you know. Only because we've got two players in there that don't get flustered. Lokonga, and if he plays Maitland-Niles in there, they do not get flustered with people pressing. And that is the one thing you have to do against Liverpool. You can't be scared of receiving the ball on the half turn against the press. And if I was manager of Arsenal, we would beat this Liverpool team easily. Easily. Because I'll be drilling it into these players that you cannot be scared of 5'8", 5'9" Mo Salah running at you. You cannot be scared of Jota running at you. You cannot be scared of Oxlade-Chamberlain running at you. These guys are not defenders. Everyone thinks pressing football. There's a way to beat pressing football. But because these players now are so lacking individually so much that they're scared. The ball's coming to them. They're panicking and kicking away. You know, kicking it away. I've seen Pogba get panicked under pressure from these small midgets. And I'm like, come on, man. You shouldn't be scared of these players. All they're doing is running at you. They're not even doing much, you know. They're not being physical. They're not roughing you up. They're literally just running at you, and these guys are panicking. I'm seeing Foden press big man like flipping Bailly, and he's booting the ball away. pressing big. All you have to do is just run past these players and shrug them off. Like, it really frustrates me. I hate the mentality right now in football where pressing football is so effective and people are scared. And that's why I really like someone like Lokonga. I'm happy for Lokonga to make mistakes because he's brave on the ball, and that goes a long way for me. And that's why I'm saying I actually don't mind if our midfield consists of Lokonga and Maitland-Niles, because they don't get flustered as much. That being said, it's up to the manager to drill it into them that you can't be flustered facing this Liverpool team.
100%. And we're going to see what happens with Mr. Arteta. First, we call it first proper test, since the Leicester game, but if you want to go in terms of the big teams, first proper test since the Man City game. So it's going to be interesting to see if the mentality's changed, interesting to see if he changed the tactics and if he can get a positive result. And as I said, with all those doubts and all the confirmed injuries that Liverpool have got, it's no better time to play them than right now. It would have been worse if they actually had to play in the Champions League, but they're already through in their top, so that doesn't mean anything midweek. But we shall see what happens, and we will be back for a review next week with the truth, and we'll find out what is going on. But we need to move on. My West Ham fans, all right, it's your time to shine. Third in the Premier League, 3 points above Arsenal in fifth, right? Only lost once in 10 games in all competitions. When I was away at Brentford. Stopped Pep's run in the League Cup, which on surface like Arsenal League Cup, it don't mean anything, but the run that Pep was on, it was a great achievement. Already qualified in the Europa League as well. Truth. I don't care if you don't want to talk about them. You're going to have to talk about them. From what West Ham have done from last season and transitioned it into this season, yes, it's early doors. Yes, they haven't won anything yet. But the fact that they're looking as though it wasn't a fluke last season and they've continued to form of what they've done, surely that they deserve, David Moyes and his team and the players deserve some credit on how they've started the season so far.
David Moyes deserves massive credit. I was one of those people that thought, and I still think it will, I think Europe will catch up with them. But eventually, eventually. But as of what they've done right now, it's been immense to be where they are, because everyone did say last season was a fluke. They're gonna fall off. They're gonna get the fatigue's gonna set in, and they've done this with one recognized striker. They've done this losing their player of the season for the second half of the season last season, Lingard. Like, for them to carry on, it's been nothing short of, brilliant. And we're not talking about like they've just had an easy run. They played the Liverpools. They played United. They played Tottenham.
Yes, and won. Yeah.
So it's not like they've had easy runs. They've had to go and play those hard games. And credit to them, man. I want to know how they did it. I want to know how they're doing it, to be honest. Like, because I'm refusing to go and watch them apart from the Liverpool game, and I'm refusing to actually just focus on them right now. So I don't know how they're doing it.
Well, if you look at it, Antonio's third in the top scorers. He's got 6 in 10 games. They've got 3 guys in the top 10 for assists. Kept a couple clean sheets. I just think that he's got them playing as a team. And this team reminds me a lot of the Everton side that he had. In the way that they go about things. They're structured. Obviously, they've still got that defend first mentality, and they play on the counter attack. But they've got the flair players to do it. I mean, they got the Jared Bowens and the Lanzinis and the Fornows. They're all in there, as well as the hard workers like the Declan Rices of this world, Souček, and their back four seems to be pretty settled. Cresswell. I think Ogbonna is going to be a big miss for them because I think he's out.
Yeah. He's out for the season. Crucial, isn't it?
Yeah. So
I was going to mention actually.
Yeah, he's going to be a massive miss for them. But obviously, they brought in Kurt Zuma from Chelsea, who's got that experience and that pedigree. I just think he's got them playing as a team on a whole. And I think that with Obama getting injured is a one thing. But we also know Antonio gets injured at least twice in a season.
Yeah.
So if they were to lose him, they'd be in massive trouble, which is why I believe that they will spend in January and try and get another centre forward in. They're gonna have to, especially obviously the FA Cup comes into effect. If they're still in the League Cup, then you've got the Europa League stages and all that, and the running for the Premier League. So definitely gonna need a backup striker. But as of now, from what I'm seeing, I just see a well-structured team that everyone knows what their job is, works hard, gets a little bit of luck, because there was a little bit of luck against in the Liverpool game where they lost, they won 3-2. And David Moyes is just doing what David Moyes does. And credit to
I'll tell you what, they're not playing. It's not like they're playing negative football.
Yeah.
When they come after you, they send people forward. Yes, they're structuring defense, but when they go forward, there's no shortage of attacking plays that's in that final third. Again, so credit where it's due there as well. I'm gonna have to wait a bit longer. I don't like after only 11 games. For me, the season always starts in November after the final international break, because it's straight football for 4 months now. You're playing you're playing 2 times every week, sometimes 3 times in a week. So all
the midweek Premier League games are coming up as well now.
Exactly. This is where the Premier League starts. So we'll see. We'll see if they can stay the course up until January at least.
100%. And I think one of the main things and the killer things is, I think everyone knows that set pieces, they're just a bitch. They literally are. Like, you can see, obviously, Liverpool experienced it, Tottenham experienced it. Like, bruv, they've just got mountains in their team, bruv. When you see
again, this is why Agbana's gonna be a big miss. He was a huge presence in the opposition and in his own box as well.
This is it, bro. But they still got Kurt Zuma, they got Antonio, they got Suchek, they got Dawson, who heads the ball quite well. Declan Rice is a tall guy as well, brother. And then when you got delivery, a Cresswell and Fornals, listen, like, West Ham are a force to be reckoned with. And listen, all the West Ham fans that are getting gassed, you have every right to be. But as they said, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. We'll see what happens at the end of the season. I think if they were to qualify for the Europa League again, and if they could win a League Cup or something like that, you would say it's a great season for David Moyes and West Ham.
With that Czech billionaire coming in, how much do you think there'll be a threat going forward?
I don't know much about this guy.
Well, he's just joining on the board at the moment. I don't know how much. It's not a full takeover. So I'm interested into what his intentions are and what could be done, because you would have to say, with their stadium, 60K, quite a big fan base. You could say they could cause some ripples, going forward. So, man, Premiership is just becoming.
This is it, man, bro.
Like the West Conference, fam.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like if you got to take Newcastle into consideration, then obviously you got the Big Six, and obviously Leicester aren't going anywhere anytime. So listen, the Premier League right now, and the thing is, the more billionaire owners that come into the league, you can have that argument for a different day. Is it good or is it bad? But what it does do is it makes it more competitive and more interesting. And with this Czech millionaire coming in, listen, as I said, they're gonna have to spend it in January to get a striker in. I think if they were to get a striker in and get another centre back to replace a Bonner, who knows? Who knows what West Ham could come up with towards the end of the season? But we shall find out what is going on with them. Who are they facing this weekend? I don't even know. I think they're away. Or is it away to Brentford? Is it away to Brentford?
They got
no, they've already done that.
They got Wolves away.
Wolves. Whoa. Well, Wolves are silently going under the radar as well.
That's the joke. Imagine everyone thought they were having a horrible season, which they were. because they started off like with like bare draws and that.
Yeah.
But again, they've climbed like 3 wins in 4. They're no mugs.
This is it. So it's not going to be an easy game for West Ham. But if they want to keep the hype train going, they're going to have to go to places like Wolves and win. Honestly, I think we've got like 5 minutes to spare. This is why I like international break. You know, it's just peaceful. Like, not that I care anymore about United, but like I just hate seeing this guy's face, bro. I was hoping they kidnapped him in Mordor, bro, to be honest. But
bro, I'm personally shocked. I'm shocked to see Ole still there, which only says to me that there was no replacement that wants to go in there. Rodgers has distanced himself. Zidane, I don't think is a good idea for you guys at all. A lot of people are calling for Zidane.
He's not interested.
Like the fact that he wants to take on the French national team shows what kind of coach he is. He's all about the trophies. He's not about building. I know, and a lot of people say he's tactically this, he's tactically that because he won 4 Champions Leagues.
Bruv, he's got, I told man already, bruv, he's a French Ole, bruv.
Oh, hey, I wouldn't go that far. Come on, we can't go that far. Even because if Ole had that Real Madrid team, he's not taking them to the Champions League.
You probably get relegated, to be honest.
Exactly. So, but I don't like the idea of Zidane. So it's like, who else is there? Ten Hag. I don't think Ten Hag would give you the results that you guys want. Poch is still under contract. There's just nobody there. Nobody there for you guys.
Look. Conte wanted a phone call. It never came. Rodgers has distanced himself because he's in a job at Leicester, and the whole Liverpool links as well. He's getting a little backlash for it. I already said last week, people, if you want to go watch the show, I already said he's a good manager, but I don't want him personally. Obviously, Poch, we discussed Poch. If he doesn't do anything in the Champions League, he's going to get sacked. So he'll be available at the end of next season, which is why I said bring Ragnick in, interim, go to the end of the season, bring Poch in, get Ragnick DOF, and then smooth sailing. But the Glazers don't have that vision because they don't care. They just want a yes man that's not going to rock the boat and cause them any problems, which is why Brendan Rodgers is the one being talked about, because he's not really going to cause United much problems. He's not going to ruffle the feathers. Glazers only care about top 4. So as far as they're concerned, as long as they got a manager that's going to get them top 4, that suits them fine, because they're all about putting money in their pocket. But I did tell you, I think it was after the Liverpool game, that the fans will start getting onto the Glazers if Ole is still there. And that's exactly what the fans have started to do. They start to get back onto the Glazers because they're basically saying, this man should have been gone ages. This man should have gone. He's not gone. What are you doing? Now everyone's starting to question what the Glazers' intentions are. So the spotlight has gone from Ole being their shield to Ole being their biggest problem now. And so be it, because everyone knows Glazers are a piece of shit. Yes, they've given Ole stupid money to spend, but they don't care about the club at all. Same thing with you lot and Kroenke's. It's the same principle. They're happy to fund all their American sports clubs, but when it comes to us and you lot, it's take money out and put money into their pockets. So I'm not surprised that no one's coming to replace him. Kind of delighted in a way, because all them dumb United fans that were singing Ole's name deserve the punishment that we're about to receive in the next few months. So they should suffer the suffering that I've suffered for the last 2 years. They're going to feel my pain, and they should, because they're a bunch of wankers. But yeah, man, look, it is what it is. United are United, and they're going to continue to be United. Up next, what is Watford?
Watford away.
I wouldn't be surprised if...
I'm hearing loads of talk about, Donny's been freed. He's going to start this game.
Oh, piss off.
Which is unfair because it's got to the stage where now Donny's doomed. He's doomed either way. Because if he comes in and does bad, it's like, oh, that's why he hasn't been played. But this guy hasn't been playing consistently his confidence has probably shot. Like it's not as high as it would have been when he first came. I can imagine his strategy, his technique, muscle memory is all taking a blow since he's been there. So it's going to be very, very hard for him to hit the ground, which I hope he doesn't actually, because we're looking for that player that can dominate the midfield with his passing. So I'm kind of hoping he flops, to be honest, because if he does good, I don't see Solskjaer lasting until January. So I can see the next manager definitely keeping Donny. So hopefully he does poorly, he goes back on the bench, and then we could buy him in January, cut price deal, 25 million.
Listen. The biggest cheer when we played Man City was for Donny coming on, bruv.
That was mad, innit? I'm not going to lie, that was crazy.
That was the biggest cheer because obviously, Donny's been, this guy's had Donny locked up, bruv. Like to say Donny killed his daughter or something, bruv. Like honestly, like he's had him behind bars, and the fans know what Donny's qualities are. So even if Donny does shit, bruv, the fans are still going to be calling for him because
that's what I think so as well. I think they'll support him.
It can't get worse than McToilet, bruv. It cannot get worse than McToilet, right? And I'm not calling out Fred because everyone's calling out Fred, bruv. I'm not calling out Fred, bruv.
I've been calling out Fred to you guys for ages.
You know why I'm not calling out Fred?
You guys defended him.
Because Fred's been, every time Fred goes on international break, he's doing bits. But then he has to play...
International break.
Right. Exactly, bro. But look at
That's when he has Fernandinho and Fabinho ahead of him.
All our techie players, Fred starts for Brazil.
Yeah, but when he's got solid players next to him.
All our techie players, right, and all our good players, when they go on international break, they ball out. As soon as they come back to United, they're shit. It don't make no sense. Whereas you got man like McToilet who's consistently shit, right? But man's getting saying, oh yeah, he's young, he's learning. Get the fuck out of here, bruv. Get out of here, man.
This is the reason I'm going to get at Fred. And I'm not saying it's his fault. I don't believe that he's being coached at all.
He's not.
Because his movement against Man City was... I need to show you a video of Fred against Man City. I couldn't believe
Fred has been playing like this for years. I've been telling you guys.
I don't think so. No. I think he's been degrading.
Fred is what you think Xhaka is to the Arsenal team.
That's
what Fred is.
No. Don't violate my God. Don't violate Pastor Fred.
When I said Fabinho and Finger ahead of him, I meant that is in the formation and not in the team. So he plays with them next to him, like over but side next.
Of course, bro.
So he's got better players around him. So his mistakes ain't highlighted.
Bro, he shells for Brazil, bro. He shells for Brazil. Comes back here and then he just looks, bro. Who is gonna play well when you got McToilet and Bruno Fernandes ahead of you? Who? What? Put someone in the midfield and tell them they're gonna play well when you got a man next to you that hides in the big games and passes sideways, and the one in front of you can't pass a frigging ball 5 yards. How are you gonna look good? How? It doesn't work, bruv. And then you got what? 3 strikers ahead of you. One can't move because he's old. The other one's a headless chicken, and the other one doesn't want to play on the right because and has a bad relationship with the old man in the middle. How are you gonna play well, bruv? Then you got Fat Shaw and Wan-Bissaka behind you, and the fridge. And I haven't even gotten started on the fridge yet, yeah. Because listen, real talk. Listen. You see that friggin' fridge, yeah? Imagine man cocked up his ears against Albania, bruv. Like to say he scored against Brazil or France.
Fam, he was letting you know, TJ. He was letting you know. He said, nah. I saw him mouth. He's like, He's like, what?
Bruv, he can let me know, bruv, because Roy Keane then called him an absolute disgrace, fam. And that's what he is. He is a disgrace to football. Absolute disgrace. Then man scored against San Marino, bruv, want to do up knee slides. Like, listen, get out of here, bruv. This guy's been consistently shit the whole season. I watched the compilation. I need to send you the compilation of how crap this guy is, bruv. From the first 11 games of this season, they've already made a 2-minute compilation of how many mistakes this frigging bumper hole has made, bruv. And this guy is the captain of Manchester United and frigging the vice captain of England. Am I a dickhead, fam? Like, where is football gone? Where is football gone when you got a fridge on toes, yeah? Captain of one of the biggest clubs in the world and vice captain of England, bruv. You're basically saying you want to fail, innit?
That's leadership right there, mate.
Listen, even
learn his trade at Hull, bro. Learn his trade at Hull.
Who got relegated? Man's been relegated 4 times, bro. Man has gone down 4 times, bro. He doesn't even go down that much on his gal, bro. That's how many times man has gone down, bro. Like, nah, bro. Get out of here with this guy.
I think, that Maguire must live and benefit from white privilege because
oh my days. Thank you very much.
His record is just abysmal, and I just don't see what he provides to any League One side that's not already there.
Fam,
like you can find them guys that would put their body on the line to head away the ball. I'll tell you what, the difference here between man like John Terry is that as much as I hated John Terry could pass, fam. And he could pass with either foot. And he had leadership capabilities.
Bro, like leader, organizer, bro. Bruv, listen, Maguire couldn't even organize. Bruv, listen, anyway. Listen, anyway, this is the same guy, that bus case in Greece, bruv. Listen, man, bus case with his white privilege, bruv. And then you got man them saying that man's getting bullied. When, bruv, when you have the witch hunt on Paul Pogba, even when Paul Pogba isn't there, man's still talking about him. And you want to talk about bullying, bruv. Having man saying he wants to shake up Fred and all them things there, telling De Gea that he must walk home and all them things there. That's not bullying. But because we're calling out this fridge for how crap he's been since he's come here, all of a sudden it's bullying, bruv. Man's got the biggest white privilege ever. Like, I've never seen a player that's been so protected all my life. Not even fucking Alan Shearer got this protected, bruv. Like, listen, this guy's got FBI, CIA, bruv, IRA, all of them protecting him, bruv. Like, and it's about time they start getting called out, bruv, because he knows his time is coming to an end. As soon as Poch comes in, bruv, he's finished, bruv. And you know, man got a 6-year deal.
No Harry Kane things there, bruv.
Man got a 6-year deal, you know.
Yeah, fam, this guy's having his testimonial at United, fam. I want to see him there. in his twilight years, leading the team out like Rio was.
My days!
What, against the Sheffield United All Stars, bro, with Kenwyn James, bro, doing his backflips.
Kenwyn Jones, bro.
Kenwyn Jones.
Don't talk about my boy Kenwyn Jones. Don't talk about my boy Kenwyn Jones like that. Man was a national treasure in Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh man, but yeah. Anyway, back to Ollie, bruv. Ollie and Maguire can hold hands together and sail off back to Mordor, bruv. For like when you deep it, what I'm hearing is what the truth and I discussed last week about all them players that I mentioned that saying could go, bruv. They look like they're going. So Jesse's saying he wants to go. Donny's saying he wants to go.
I heard today though that Jesse was getting offered a contract. Why is he not?
Nah, he's going to reject it. Labio, what's his agent's name?
What, Rabiot
saying December is the month of dreams.
But this is the thing. This is why I know Ole is not going to last the course, because United stand to lose too much money if people have going to run down their contract with your likes of Pogba.
But they feel the wage bill though. There's going to be a lot of wages.
They're losing Pogba. If they lose Pogba on a free after spraying 90 something and spending 300 and something in his wages, that's bad business, man.
That's bad business. Jesse's the same thing. He's on 250 grand a week. Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
I don't believe that at all.
Yeah, bruv. When he signed that new deal, it's either 200 or 250 he's on. Guaranteed. I'm telling you. Bruv. This is it, bruv. So many players can run down their contracts and cut. Cavani's on big money for this season as well. and he's going to leave on a free as well at the end of the season. Bruv, listen, this man is literally...
who's buying him though, man? Who's buying Cavani, bro?
Oh no, but he's only on a 1-year deal, then he leaves.
Yeah.
But this is my point. You're not getting... There's no value for him. Bruv, the mass exodus that wants to leave Manchester United is all the fault of Ollie. I always said for Ollie, he got rid of the deadwood and brought in good players. But what he's done is he's made the dressing room even more toxic than when Mourinho was there. Even more toxic. Because Mourinho, it was only like 2 or 3 players that didn't like him. Ollie's got a whole football team that don't fucking like him, bruv. As well as the fans. Do you know what I mean? So when you deep how bad it is, just on this is just Ollie in the players, how bad it is. It's ridiculous. Let alone at board level. Bruv, we're a shambles. We're a shambles of a football club. And this is why Zidane doesn't want to go anywhere near us. Because it's not only because he doesn't speak English. It's not only because he wants the France job. It's because, bruv, he doesn't want to come to a shit show that is called Manchester United. Man's coming there to win. He's not coming there to make top 4 or make up the numbers. So I don't blame him for not wanting to come, bruv. So we move. Listen, Watford is up next. Hopefully the Tinker Man can do a thing. Then Villarreal, bruv. We know that Emre knows how to beat Ole, bruv. And then, bro, Lukaku's going to be on smoke next week, Sunday. Because he's bagging 2. Guaranteed he's bagging 2 at Stamford Bridge next week.
The thing about it, at this point in time, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, this is like, I don't know. This is like the first time you're watching a movie, no spoilers. Like, you haven't seen the trailers or anything. You're just going to watch a movie because I thought Ole would have been gone now already because...
Yeah, same.
Look, I don't know how he survived Liverpool and Man City. He done it. I told you, Ole, who did
best judge man in the world, bruv. He's got best. Mr. KA needs to tell me what judge man Ole's using, bruv, because honestly,
bruh, he's going to your island people, bruv. Your Haitians.
Like K don't know because if K's people power them working, Ghana would be through to their work. I swear Ghana knocked out.
I haven't been keeping up with the qualifications.
They're third in their group, so I don't know if they're going to go through.
Nah. I think they still got a chance to qualify.
Okay,
Ivory Coast are out though.
Is it?
Ivory Coast can't qualify for the World Cup. Now they're out. Ridiculous, bro. That manager should be shot. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens. But just before we go into the predictions, Mr. K joined us. We've done it before, but I just wanted to get your opinion, bruv. Big game on the weekend against Liverpool away at Anfield. What are you expecting for this game, bruv? Arteta on a 10-game winning streak. The truth, I was very negative about what was going on with Arsenal right now. I just want your thoughts, bruv. Shed some positive light being Arteta in, bruv.
You guys keep trying to put this on me, bruv, but I'm not quite Arteta in, but I am not an Arteta naysayer. I always believed that he had a tough start to the season, and when fixtures got better, that he could do better, which is proven, as you just said, 10 games unbeaten. And I think the team will take that into Liverpool with confidence, but it'll be hard because Liverpool are on top of the world right now. Salah, people are touting him to be the best player in the league at the moment, best player in the world. And but I think we won't make it easy for them because they could be potentially without Firmino. They are without Firmino, potentially without Mane with his back injury, I think he had. And there was rumours, I don't know how much true, they were saying that Jota might have been injured. So they've got their issues. I don't know how true that one is. But they've got their issues, but at the same time, they're dangerous. So I think it will be a closer game than people make out. And I think Arsenal can cause an upset. I believe in them.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you have faith, bro. We believe Arsenal can cause an upset. The truth wasn't so pessimistic about Arsenal's chances. But yeah, no, you're right. I didn't hear the Jota one about Jota being doubtful, but
it was mentioned in a podcast I was listening to. I don't know how true it was. It could have been just a rumor.
Because I know
prepping up his fantasy team.
What fantasy podcast are you talking about?
But no, it is said that Mane, Henderson, Robertson, and Origi are all doubtful.
Origi?
Yeah, Origi as well. Don't ask me how. I don't know. That
was in the fantasy podcast too.
And Firmino, Keita, Gomez, and Jones are all out. So I said the truth. Like, there's no better time to go and take on Liverpool right now. Obviously,
That's what I was saying. The injuries.
They haven't won in 2. Drew with Brighton at home. Lost to West Ham. So I think you should be hopeful. But for you, what's the key? What's the key to trying to win this game? What do you think Arteta has to do to try and get a result in this game?
I think he has to just continue doing what he's doing. Make sure we're solid at the back.
What do you mean do what he's doing? How can he continue if he continue doing what we're doing, we're getting piped this game.
Bro, we're when was the last time we lost?
10 games ago.
Bro, you're thinking like Man United fans. Don't think like Man United fans. If you continue so you want to go 1-0 up against Liverpool and sit back? Because that's what he's doing.
He doesn't need to sit back, but we can still a 1 or 2-0 victory or a 2-1 victory.
You let a team like Liverpool dominate the ball for 60%, they're gonna punish you. What we Leicester, we sat back and we let Leicester have 4 one-on-one chances against our.
That was in one half of football.
Exactly. Imagine a whole game.
That was in one half of football. If we can emulate the right side of that game, why are you smiling like that?
Do you know what? Yeah. The truth and Haya had a very it was a very decent discussion and it just flowed. It was zen, yeah. And I knew as soon as I asked you this question, it was kind of. That's why when he walked up, I was like,
because this guy looks at me, yeah, like I'm one of them deluded Arsenal fan TV fans.
I'm looking at you like Thai fam.
I'm far from it, mate.
Man said
you are,
raining,
fam. Like,
I'm far from it.
If we carry on playing the same way that we are playing, we are gonna get piped against Liverpool. That's a fact. Because all we've been doing, we've been getting away with games. We got away with Leicester.
You can't get away with 10 games.
There's no way, and we played nobody. We played nobody.
Cannot get away with 10 games.
Who we played?
Premier League
teams. We got smoked at Brighton. We got smoked. Okay, let's look at it. Brighton were the better team than us. Crystal Palace were the better team than us. We somehow escaped against Leicester. Tottenham are crap. I don't even count them as a championship team when we played them. Burnley were the better team than us. We scraped the worst team in the Premier League, that was Norwich. Watford, the second worst team that we scraped. Come on, man. Like, carry on doing what we're doing against Liverpool. Are you mad?
You're mentioning the 3-1 against Aston Villa. You're mentioning the 2-0 against Leeds. You're missing out on these games where we played well and controlled these games.
Leeds haven't started off the season anything special, and Aston Villa haven't started off the season.
No, but I'm talking about the performances.
That's why they sacked their manager.
Of course, like Leeds are not there. They're shell of themselves from what they were last season. But these are performances that we've put in.
Even against Villa, we scored and then we played on counter attack. I'm sick and tired of playing on the counter. Fam, if I ever find you, I don't know who made this counter attack. I think it was Mourinho. I'm gonna cut that guy up. I'm so happy that he's flopping. I'm so sick and tired of teams basing everything about counter attack. It's so frigging annoying. What happened to being on the front foot? Like, we're supposed to be Arsenal. We need to be on the front foot.
Hey, would you say you need to be on the front foot at Anfield?
Yes. Yes. That's the one thing under Wenger's era I didn't mind. In terms of, yes, we need to get spanked.
I agree with you. I agree with you. You have to take it to them. Like, you have to punch them in the nose and then hit them fast. But you have to understand where we are as a team at the moment. We can't play that football anymore.
Why not? Our first 11 is as good as Liverpool's.
No, but then you have to understand we haven't got that balance in our team where if we play like that, the defense is going to suffer. We need to make sure that we're. And then lose 5-0, 6-0 like Man United.
Yes,
like
I want that.
That's because you want Arteta out. That you've got the wrong agenda coming into the
game. No. Listen. Arteta will get my respect at least if he goes out there and tries to land a punch. At the moment, we're like freaking Adrian Broner. We're trying to be something that we're not. And we're trying to be Floyd, but we're not landing no counter punches. That's what we are. That's what we are right now. We need to actually counter. Everyone's forget the main part of counter attack is to attack. That's the main thing. Like, we have to attack, but We're not going to do that because what he does, he sends a few numbers forward and we just invite pressure. That Leicester game, go back and watch it like on a whole without being an Arsenal fan, and you see how bad that we played that game. We were so lucky. It was a smash and grab.
I wouldn't call it a smash and grab. I would say we did enough.
It was a smash and grab. There's no way your keeper could be man of the match and it not be a smash and grab. Man of the match. I hate when your goalkeeper's man of the match. I think that's so embarrassing. Unless it's like you're facing Bayern Munich or something, your keeper should never be man of the match against teams like Leicester.
So, on that note, right, KA, final question before we go into the Prem predictions, right?
Yeah, go on.
Would you rather, and this is a real question, would you rather take the truths method and lose 5 or 6-0, or be more pragmatic, go in there, keep it tight the first half, and then the second half go for it and escape with a 1-1? Which one would you rather?
Neither. That's dead. Why would you play for a 1-1 and try
At Anfield against a Liverpool team that's flying?
If you can grab the win, then take it, because
obviously you would want
defense
the win,
is not as solid as it used to. They've been conceding goals. When was the last time they had a clean sheet?
What TJ is saying though, that's the thing. What TJ is saying though is that when you go in there with that pragmatic style, you're trying to protect the draw. You're not trying to protect nothing because you're not attacking. So you're trying to protect the draw. So the most likely outcome is that you're trying to either go play for the draw or sneak a 1-0, which is very unlikely. So answer the question. What would you rather do?
I'd rather them play for the win, like in chances where they can step up and sort of seize the momentum they may have in the game. They need to grab those chances.
You have to, man. We can't
push forward.
We can't be AJ versus freaking Usek.
But then you have to understand that there's so many times that obviously Liverpool are at home in front of the Anfield crowd.
Yeah, that's gonna happen though.
So they're gonna be up for it.
All I'm saying is that I do not want to be trapped in my 6-yard box, giving Liverpool 70 to 80% of the ball. I'm turning off the game if that happens. I do not want to go 1-0 up and then sit back. I do not want to be playing for no draws. I'm sick of my team. I don't know about you, but I'm sick of a cowardly Arsenal, mate. That's not what I grew up on at all. At all. We didn't grow up on that.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a different era. Unfortunately, we can get back there, but Arteta is not the person to have us playing like that.
Why not though? This guy learned under Pep. He's played under Wenger. He should automatically know what
he's already shown us that he can't emulate that. Sometimes not all these students cannot emulate the master, and then you have these flops.
Look, all I'm saying is that let Arteta go there, get piped 6-0, so the fans go back on his case. End of the season. Well, I don't want to wait end of the season, but
I don't think the fans will get. If we lose,
let him get sacked. And King Vieira's there in the waiting, showing how to play football against big sides. Man went to Man City, no respect. No respect he showed Man City with players like freaking, who do they have in their team?
Gallagher.
They got a thing like Mitchell there.
Gallagher, Zaha,
Benteke. And when they had to defend, they defended. But when they attacked, what did they do? They put it on them and they came up with a 2-0.
This is literally what I said. Take them out, seize the momentum.
Yeah.
And attack when you have to take. That's how a lot for us to play.
But that's not how we're gonna play under Arteta though. It's just gonna be exactly what we've seen recently.
And if we come out of a win, what would you say then?
What, playing shit? I'll still be Arteta out. I'll be even more so. I don't wanna sneak a win.
Wins a win, 3 points at the end of the day, man. Those 3 points take us closer to the top 4.
Look, at the moment, I'm just looking to get that 40 points. So I think that 40
Talk
points.
about pragmatic, yeah.
Imagine this is a game where if Arsenal win, they make a massive statement that they're in the Premier League title race.
But in the title race, I was about to say solid top 4. I'm going to say solid top 4. It's a title race.
What do you mean? Bro, look, if you look at the league table right now, how many points are you lot behind Chelsea? Chelsea got a big game on the weekend away at Leicester as well.
I think it's 8. Is it 8?
No, it's more than that, less than that.
No, Man United are...
We're 9 points behind.
Oh, so it's 6. Wow, is it 6?
Yes. Yeah, 6. Exactly. 6. But listen, you win this. Imagine 12 come 2-15. Leicester beat Chelsea. And you have the chance to go 3 points behind. Listen, title contention. Don't get on my nerves. Listen,
Can you stop it, please? Can you stop it? You're trying to gas up these fans like KA. Look at KA smile spreading his face. Him and Ty are starting to dream about it. They're like, you're right. They're starting to think about going to bed at night. No,
I know.
Let's survive relegation and then we'll see where we are.
I said beginning of the season, I'm expecting top 4, and that's what I'm expecting still. We've got, as you said, we've got a decent enough squad to challenge for a European spot.
I've got to get my charger.
Premier League.
Get my charger before Prem predictions.
Cool.
Premier League, that's long out. That's not this season. That's in a couple of seasons' time. If the project goes well, it could be if they back with the right backing and the right team. It could be. So we just have to see how it goes. But Mr. Truth, there he's a pessimist. So.
Prem predictions, Truth. What happened? Is it 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. So I again, me and TJ tied. KA got the Everton Tottenham game wrong, which led to me and TJ tying. So we both got a point. I lead with 6. KA and TJ battling out for who's second best, and on 2 points. I told you guys weren't ready for it. And this is what proves to me that KA is crap at fantasy. Like he just gets away with lucky, like putting in players luckily or getting flipping fed information from his podcast, his fantasy podcast.
So this supposed podcast that I watched, this guy immediately, I didn't even allude to it. I just said, "Oh, this person might be injured." Oh, you listen to the fantasy what? Like,
I know you. You're trying to get any angle, man. You Africans, like any angle to go and win.
Okay. I'll be. When was the last time you even came close to winning?
What do you mean came close? The season you won first, you overtook me on the last day. What are you talking about?
Yeah, how many seasons ago was that?
The season before last.
And that's when you started looking
and you don't talk because you threw it away in the exact same way though. So don't even talk.
What, last season?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because that's because I was chasing other leagues where there's actual money on.
But if you're not winning those leagues, fam, if you can't win our league, you're not winning those leagues.
I won. Anyway, that's another conversation. I won money in other leagues.
Where we are not promoting gambling here, people. Not at all. It is all in jest.
Oh wow, this is actually a good weekend of football, man.
Right, let's get going. What's the first game?
There's some decent games going on. Freak me. First game, Leicester Chelsea.
Was that a Saturday midday game or something?
Yeah, it's an early kickoff. Wait, there's no Friday game, is there?
No.
Yeah, Leicester Chelsea. First game, Leicester at home. Let's go to K for this one.
Is Lukaku back for this game?
Yes. He didn't go to Belgium, did he?
No,
he didn't.
Yeah, so he's back for this game.
He's posting pictures in training, showing his back. I'm gonna go 2-1 Chelsea. I'm silent, bro.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about this one.
I was tempted to go for the score draw, but I thought Chelsea might edge it. Being
it's a hard one to call, man. As I said, I'm not impressed with Chelsea. That's a hard one to call. I'm gonna go 2-2.
I'm hoping my body gets the 2 goals, so my lucky fantasy team can stay. I was actually doing rubbish.
You're doing sick now. You're freaking.
I stayed with the ship. I had to stay, but it was hard though. It was hard.
Reach team saved your life.
TJ, Chelsea, Leicester, Chelsea. Sorry, Leicester home team. Midday game live on BT Sport.
2-0 Chelsea.
Yeesh,
Really?
what Reece James, yeah?
2-0 Chelsea. Fair enough. Second game. Interesting one. Watford versus Man United. TJ, let's go straight to you. Straight to you, Jeff.
3-0 Watford.
Josh King, yeah.
No, the joke is, I actually don't know what it could be. I actually don't know. I don't know what it could be.
No, I'm gonna go 2-1 United. 2-1 United.
You're gonna win this game.
Yeah, I have a feeling. I just have a feeling Ollie's recharged this judge man, bro.
Okay.
What was your scoreline, TJ?
2-1 United.
I'm gonna go 2-0 United.
I'm going for another draw.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm
cool,
going
cool.
for another draw. I'm going 2-2 again. I just don't see. Actually, are you not gonna win this game? I'm going 3-0 United.
Depends on the tinker, man.
Did you say 3-0?
Yeah.
Oh my days.
I know it's such a change, but it's like
They're not winning 3-0.
I think they have to win 3-0. I think Ole has to win.
Even I said 2-0, but I can see it even being a 1-1 draw.
I know. I'm going 3-0 United. Watch Watford come and imagine if Watford win 3-0, which I could see happening. That'd be mad. Actually, no, I don't want that to happen because then that means Ole is getting sacked. And no, Ole at the wheel is going to be our Christmas number 1. Every single fan in the stadium on the opposite team is singing that, and it's catchy as well. Next game, Liverpool Arsenal. I'm going 3-1 Liverpool. Only way we're gonna have a different result is if we actually go on attack. But I'm going 3-1 Liverpool. Okay.
I am going to go. I'm gonna go 2-1. No, I'm gonna go 1-1.
1-1. TJ.
2-1 Liverpool.
You guys think we're gonna restrict Liverpool to just a low number of goals? Tricky game for City. Man City, Everton.
That is not a tricky game.
Everton always do well at City.
They've got no DCL. They've got their defense is leaky at the moment.
Isn't Thingy back?
Isn't Decore out as well? They've got Decore out.
Yeah, Calvert-Lewin's still not back yet.
He's not back for a while. There's no I think there's no timeline yet at the moment, is there? What is his injury?
Have faith in Rafa. Yeah, what did he get injured? I
don't even know what it is, but
yeah,
he's still out. He's still out.
DJ.
I'm gonna go. Who's at home?
Man City.
I'm gonna go 3-0 City.
3-0. Okay. 2-0.
Yeah, I see City winning 2-0.
2-0. I'm going to go 4-0 City.
I was actually thinking that. I was like, oh, maybe even 4-0. I was thinking that. But I'll take 2-0.
4-0.
I don't
And the
see I
last
don't see
game,
them scoring at all. Everton, they're quite pants.
I know. Last game, Tottenham versus Leeds. Interesting game. Two interesting managers of different philosophies. I'll start. Oh, Tottenham. I got 0-0 written all over this because
Tottenham at home.
pants. Tottenham my pants.
They're at home though.
But Conte's decent. I'm gonna go 1-0 Tottenham. Okay.
Yeah, I like that one, the scoreline. But I'm gonna go 2-2.
Really? 2-2.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I don't think Tottenham are gonna score that much, but TJ?
I'm gonna go 2-1. 2-1 Spurs. 2-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs.
Yeah, that's my score. They will score. I think they can score 2. Son and Kane on score sheet. Or Bergwijn. Bergwijn's gonna come back after scoring that goal. Do you see his goal against Holland for Holland?
I don't see it. The banger.
Yeah.
TJ?
3-1 Tottenham.
Wait, you think a Conte team is going to be blowing Leeds away 3-1?
Leeds, bro. This open season.
Yeah, Leeds are not the Leeds last year, man.
Yeah, but they're not.
And it's such a weird team as well, man. Especially Rafinha.
I mean, Leeds have been outplaying sides recently, just not getting the thingy. Like Leicester were lucky to.
I think they're missing Bamford a lot as well. He's spearheading of the team. I think they're missing it.
Leeds haven't done too badly, and they don't give out a lot of goals as much as they used to.
Yeah, but they're not. Yeah, they're not. I don't know, man.
They're not doing too bad. All right, that's it. That was the last game.
Oh, another Prem prediction got done for us by The Truth. People, let us know what you think in the comments. Is this Arsenal's time? Is this Arteta's time to show that Arsenal are title contenders, or will Liverpool just roll them over like they have done on prior occasions? Let us know what you think of West Ham and how they're doing. Will they be able to sustain the way that they're moving right now, or will they fall off as everyone expects? Let us know what you think about United. How is Ole Gunnar R. Kelly survived? Will he keep surviving?
Where did that come from?
Dude, what do you think about the fridge? Is he still stealing the living? Where Roy Keane's comments bullying? And let us know what you think of obviously Mr. KA's comments. He believes in Arteta. He thinks that if Arteta can get this win, Arteta can lead Arsenal to great things.
I believe Arteta can do a job, not great things. I can just believe he can do a job and get top 4. It is possible. It's within his wheelhouse.
Or are you like The Truth and looking for the 40 points to survive relegation? We want to hear from you. So as usual, before we go, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you think in the comments. Smash the like button, share. As I say, we are here. And don't forget to join our socials as well. Links are in the description. I want to say thank you very much to my guys, The Truth and Mr. KA. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Yeah, no, thank you, man. I just made it in time to give my winning prediction, so I can sleep easy.
This guy. Coming up, people, we're gonna have the review of Crawford and Porter. I'm definitely gonna get that on for you. ST has been on sabbatical this week. He's had the week off, but he'll definitely be back next week for that. Obviously, Footie Talk will be back, and people don't worry. We will be making plans for NBA because like there's so much going on in the NBA right now that needs to be discussed.
I haven't even paid attention actually. I don't know. Is Lakers.
I'm gonna go on a break of the NBA because it's not even just Lakers. Like, wait, we're still talking here. We're trying to do an NBA talk. They're trying to sneak it in there.
Oh man, but yeah, people, we're gonna have all that coming up for you. Also, some form of special. I think Cooking with Rash is saying he wants to record something for the channel. As all of us are meeting up at some point in
F1
the near
talk
future.
soon.
And F1, yep, people, F1 talk. It'll be my first day off from this. I won't be here. I will leave it to the truth. All I will do is stay out.
But you guys are
leaving. Like, I need a day off.
But what? Okay. Why are you doing F1 now, though?
Not now.
Why?
The season's almost over.
Yeah, you might as well do like a one-off season review or something like that. Because
they're gonna do that. It's gonna.
Okay. I'm about to say because you lot have missed out on so much. Like,
I don't
Shut
care.
up, fam.
I won't be here. Like, you won't see my face.
I'm waiting for the right timing. Like, I might do it before the penultimate, before the final race, just to have a little. If it's like really.
I feel like I'm getting deja vu. Didn't we have the same conversation about F1 as well?
No.
So people, you got that to look forward to. All our F1 fans, or if you know any F1 fans, that will be coming soon as well. But people, stay safe out there, and we shall see you very, very soon. Peace.